Okay, I already fucked up. Because normally before I hit the intro, but I do like a cold opening. But hey, it's been 2 months, so niggas are a little rusty. But we're happy to see you guys after a long 2 months. Once again, everybody, my name is Ladale the Fashionista. Um, where am I again? Yeah.
I'm Isaiah.
All right, off to a good start.
And that's wait, Shawn, introduce yourself, bro.
What's up? I'm Shawn.
The Black Dawn is
Black
too.
Dawn, but I'm taking a break from social media, so Shawn is fine.
Bear with us, y'all. I just found out that Kevin Samuels passed away, so I'm a little bit flustered right now. That got me fucked up. I'm a little tongue tied. I literally just found out before hitting the record button, so I almost forgot who I was for a second. But rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. I don't know how I'm gonna segue from this because we about to talk about video games, and video games is way less important than the loss of a man's life. But we're gonna try to.
Oh my god!
What?
Bro.
Wait, did I say that right? I said video games are way less important than the loss of a man's life, right?
Did
Or
you?
did I say
I
more
don't know.
I
I
think you
don't
said the
know.
other way around, bro.
You said it the other way
Oh,
around.
I did?
I think you said video games are way more important than man's death, bro.
Oh, no.
We are off to a great start,
It's
people.
a great start so far, ladies and gentlemen. That did not come out right, so excuse me. I meant to say video games are way less important than the loss of a man's life. So I don't know how I'm gonna transition, but we're gonna try to do it.
You didn't hear a thing.
All right. I try with that. But fellas, what have we been up to over the past 2 months since we've been gone? Help me get out of the train wreck.
We're burning, bro. We're already burning alive.
We're great. We're doing great.
Oh man.
Ladale's that meme that this is fine.
Mind you, we're only 2 minutes in. We just started.
Yo, imagine if this is like live right now.
Just comment in the comment section immediately.
I'll get canceled on the spot for a mistake. It was a mistake.
Who is this guy?
But
yeah. How we been, fellas?
Last 2 weeks it's just been getting life together. I'm pretty sure I haven't really touched the game as much, and then we lost Ladale. And
good luck.
This is great.
He said, "You know what? I'm just gonna step out. I'm just gonna
move myself." Okay.
I'm back. You're doing. We're doing great, guys. We're doing great. I promise. It gets no worse than this.
We all need our little breaks in life.
We gotta go bad before we get better. We gotta go before we get better.
It's not gonna get no worse than this, I promise.
All right, so as you can see, we're all a little bit rusty right now. We kind of took a break. Life has been lifing.
Yeah, life just been lifing. We've been lifing
all day.
He still needs to get together.
How he was doing.
But I've been okay. It's just been a lot of working, finding work and everything, and getting all of that settled on that end, and finding a steady income and stuff like that. I've been touching the PS4 here and there, but I think lately I just hopped on Cyberpunk because there's been a lot of patches and everything for it. So might as well try to give it a chance again.
Yeah. And also, you're also since the last time we had this podcast, you're an author now. So you also have a book on Amazon.
Yeah, man. Big congrats.
Thank you. That is also true. I released the book. I took part in this contest last year, and it actually proved fruitful. So now I have a book out, which I'll either link or mention now, which is Interview with the Ego. You can find it on Amazon.
Interview with the Ego.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Now, do you have your name Shawn Henry, or do you have your alias the Black Dawn?
Oh no, it's gonna say Sean Henry. Like there's the Black Dawn wasn't, not saying it wasn't a thing. It was definitely a thing all of last year. But like it didn't sit stable until more recently. So yeah, it's gonna be under Sean Henry. You can see Interview with the Ego, Sean Henry on Amazon. Yeah.
Gotcha. Link for that will be in the description box down below, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Isaiah Ledoux times two. Tell him what to do. What you been up to?
Wow, bro, you got bars, son.
That was great.
I know.
Bars.
I told you we coming back, bro. We can't get no longer than the first 2 minutes. We coming back up here.
Hey, bars. Man, I've been working, man. Working nonstop. I did a little bit of moving. What else? Shoot, as far as the game life, man, I've been waiting for new games to come out, bro. It's we got that slump, so I've been hopping back on Apex lately. Apex has been treating your boy good. I realized how rusty I've gotten in that, and I just been getting my skills back, bro. Stepping up, getting 4 kills, 6 kills a game.
Okay.
Yeah, man. You're
It's
doing
not
big
bad. It's
things
not
in
bad. I was a little late with getting the graphic up, but okay.
that. And we're back to square one.
Backtrack.
As for your boy, the boy is officially a CEO now. I'm now the owner of Ground Up Media Productions, my own production company where we're gonna be focused on creating content in regards to TV shows, movies, shopping out to networks, and things of that nature. Might set up a new YouTube channel to like document, how things is going with that. For the transparency sake. So I'm happy about that. In regards to the gaming world, you know, y'all know I'm a big sports guy, so been basically playing 2K, Madden, FIFA, stuff like that. Outside of that, I've been trying to get into Guardians of the Galaxy. Only played the first mission. Have yet to get back into that game. We'll talk about that in a few minutes in our gaming news segment. And yeah, so that's basically what I've been doing on the gaming tip, but I haven't been able to spend too much time on that because now new sets of responsibilities and things of that nature. But you know, every now I'm just like you, I say I'm waiting on the games, man. So, but you waiting on new games. I'm just waiting for some good shit to hop up on Game Pass that I want to download.
You waiting on some free shit.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the free. I'm waiting for the free, bro. But speaking of the free, let us get into gaming news. If I could find the graph for that, yeah, here we go. This week in gaming. So y'all know I like free shit. Who doesn't like free shit, right? We all love free shit. Shout out to EBT. But that's yeah. I thought I was gonna go with y'all heads.
What's
like, bro, we here, bro.
I was
like, this guy's a comedian, man.
Please let that joke land. Please let that joke land. Dave Chappelle would be so proud. But speaking of the free, Fortnite is now available to be played for free on Apple devices and Android devices through Xbox Gamepass. Now, fellas, I actually own both of these devices, iPhone and an Android. One phone for business, one phone for reasons that we're not going to talk about live on air because things is going good for me right now. I don't want to mess it up. But now by just me saying that, this person might get suspicious. So I need you to shut the fuck up. So
by incriminating yourself.
One to play games on, man. One to play games on.
Yeah. Just to play games, for the Game Pass and all that, and PlayStation Plus and all that shit, right? But fellas, have you guys played Fortnite first of all?
I played it whenever it first came out.
Okay.
And then after that, I was like, this is not for me.
Okay.
I've touched like Fortnite here and there, not so much. Like kind of like Isaiah said, when it first came out, I kind of played around with it. But I want to say honestly, most of the time when I jump into Fortnite, I paid attention to the lore on like YouTube and everything because I at least I like story lore, so I've been paying attention to it ever since they did that whole big shutdown event that happened where they actually game kind of like closed in on itself, and then it was just a black dot on the screen for a little while. I thought that was like interesting, so I kind of got into at least focusing on it. But other than that, the only time I actually jump on the game is whenever they have like those kind of like big events, like the concert events that happen, like the Travis Scott, the Ariana Grande, and all that stuff like that, because that's pretty cool.
Those are dope.
Good. All right, now let me ask you guys this, because I tried Fortnite. I just couldn't get into it. The graphics a little too cartoony for me, and seeing like all that shit built on the screen makes me feel like my screen is glitchy. You know, like with the steps and all that, creating like the buildings and all that. I ain't like that. But what do you guys think about playing like these AAA titles on mobile devices like our cell phones, our tablets? What do you guys think about gaming on the small screen overall?
I see no issue with it. Like San Andreas and Vice City and all the Grand Theft Autos, like I play those on my phone, and they make time go by a lot quicker. So I mean,
Are
in order,
are they still available though? Because now that I know they re-released those games, like the
yeah, I
GTA.
mean, on my phone it is. I still got it. Like it's just like the PS2 version. It's not like the remastered anything. Like looks just like how you played on the PS2. Plays just like the PS2. I mean, the graphics are actually a little bit better than PS2, and it's smooth, bro. I like it. I like
Do you
playing
have
on.
Do you have all the songs from the soundtrack?
Yeah, yeah, they're
Okay,
all
because
on
I
there.
know, cause I know for the new release, some songs are no longer available.
Oh yeah, no, this is
My
the
phone.
OG version.
Got you.
I
Okay.
What
got it
about
at, I guess.
What about for you, Sean? Because obviously, like me and you know, I have not played my Nintendo Switch since I was in LA with Isaiah. That was like about like shit 2 years ago. A
Right,
lot
it's
of things were
literally.
different 2 years ago. But what do you think about gaming, like playing these AAA titles on mobile devices? Because now Game Pass is now available on iOS and Android. Soon, PlayStation Plus will be available on iOS and Android. Actually, I think it is already.
Hmm.
No, it's available on PC, not on mobile devices. Correct me if I'm wrong for anybody that be watching this video for that if I'm wrong in saying that. But what do you think about playing these AAA titles on mobile devices like a Halo or like a I don't know Cyberpunk something like that?
So I don't know. Like I have like I guess mixed feelings about it. It's just like I
Okay.
see the it sounds like it seems like I guess like it's a good to on the go kind of like like Isaiah said, it makes like time pass by faster. You could play like the games that you really want to play on the smaller screen, but I feel like I guess it takes it away a little bit because they seem like they would be more of the large scale games that you would play on like a bigger console. So it's like I don't know, like I'm kind of like on the fence about it. I don't really have too much of a lean in either direction, but I guess it would depend on the game itself.
Yeah, it's all
Okay.
about the controls too. Like, cause whenever you play Grand Theft Auto on it, like you're playing on your screen. Like you don't have those triggers to move
Mm,
to press the guns and stuff, and then you're not able to use the joysticks to turn the camera or anything like that. Like you have to swipe, you got to click, so you're hitting a lot of buttons at the same time. But I mean, it's fluid, like as far as like how you want to lay out your controls. But as far as the triggers and stuff, like you're used to seeing on the big screen, it's not the same.
mm.
Okay. Now let me ask you guys this, and we're gonna pivot. Would you guys play Marvel's Avengers on an iOS or Android device? How's the iOS? Because we team iPhone over here now. I'm a new member of Team iPhone. I'm finally part of society. Your boy free now.
He got the gifts on lock.
Yeah, yeah. But Marvel's Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, right? I brought up those two games, but the simple fact that they nearly cost well, not near. They did in fact cost Square Enix $200 million. They lost $200 million on both of these gaming properties. Now, Marvel Avengers is one of the most hyped up video game titles, like like towards the end of the last decade, because I believe the game was announced in 2018,
Mm.
2019, something like that. And it did not live up to many people's expectations. One being the story, two being like the level designs, what's that word? Rep-
Repetition,
re-
repetitive.
yeah, repetitive missions. There you go. Thank you, brother. Repetitive missions and things of that nature. Guardians of the Galaxy, however, was well received, but it did not do too great sales wise. I guess due to the fact that Marvel's Avengers, the stench from that kind of led towards this game because both made by the same company.
Mm.
But like I said, Square Enix, they lost 200 million. They recently just sold the rights to both games to a company called um God damn it, where's my fucking notes? Excuse me.
I didn't read that.
Embraer Group, excuse me. I got to edit that 5 seconds of delay trying to get that. But they recently sold the gaming properties to Embraer Gaming Group. So let me ask you guys this. Do you feel like Marvel, like people, like, because obviously the MCU is doing very well. And you also got Disney Plus with the shows and stuff like that. But why is it so hard for people, I guess, to connect to the Marvel video game properties? Like, why do you guys think?
Maybe it has to maybe it has something to do with, I guess, the way they handle the properties. I wouldn't necessarily know per se, but it's just like, because Marvel Spider-Man wasn't, that bad of a game. Everybody like loved the Spider-Man game. That's probably one of the greatest. A lot of people say that's one of the greatest Spider-Man games or superhero games that they've created in a while, compared to like Dark, like the Arkham series with Batman and stuff like that. But I don't know. Like, I did hear a lot of like bad news about this Marvel Avengers series versus, like, they do also mention, I guess, like control wise and layouts and all stuff like that when it comes in comparison to those two games. So I don't know. Maybe they didn't give it the right attention, the right direction, or like maybe they were a little bit too ambitious with like their idea for this one, that they kind of like overlooked a few things that didn't really wow everybody like they thought it was going to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say they probably. I don't know. I think it's the fact that they dropped that game after the Avengers movie. Like, you can watch those movies all day and binge watch them for 24 hours, and then you go to the game and it doesn't live up to what the movies did. So, I
Mm.
mean, of course, you get the same characters and you kind of get the same scenarios, maybe, but I don't know. Watching the movie and you not being able to perform like the movie, I think that led to the downfall as well.
So you saying that basically like the game was basically just a victim of timing, so to speak, because the first Avengers
Yeah,
movie came out what 2012, so that was before the PS4, the Xbox One, and all that. Even though Marvel's Avengers is available on those consoles as well, but I guess what I'm asking is this: Are you saying that due to the fact that we had time to grow with uh Robert Downey Jr.'s portrayal as Iron Man or Chris Evans' portrayal as Captain America, that we kind of associate those characters with what we see from the MCU, and now that we have a video game, where basically like with the representation, portrayal of these characters, and nothing like how it is in the movies, that kind of makes it feel less than or cheap. Is that what you're saying?
yeah. Because I mean, if you go to the Spider-Man games, whenever they drop those games with the movies, like they go with the movie. You can do some of the things that you did in the movie, and you can do that in the game. So to see that not be done in these video games, it's like, I want to fight Thanos, but he's not there.
Yeah, you
Or
basically fighting Modok. Like,
yeah, it's like it's not the same as in the movie. Like, you're doing something new, and you know that. I mean, they said it wasn't going to be like go along. It's going to be a new theme as far as what was it? Captain America died in the game
yeah,
instead
but
of
I spoiler alert, he kind of comes back towards that.
Gotcha. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like you're just doing things that you're not used to with those characters. Spider-Man can get away with it all day because I mean, there's been a ton of Spider-Man games, and they've all been like successful in their own way. But to see the Avengers all come together and you're just doing these little tiny missions and you don't have like this open world to explore, like it's not going to be something that you'd want to do. Like, you can't explore with a character. You're just like limited.
That's a key word right there, open world, because open world is kind of what we see in a lot of Marvel games nowadays, either like an open world game or an RPG game. But what I'm surprised we have yet to see, because we see it on the mobile devices like Marvel Strike Force, Marvel Contest of Champions, which is like a fighting game. Like, why don't we see fighting game properties from Marvel? Because we already see it from DC with the Injustice franchise. Like DC does RPGs, no, not RPG, action adventure games. They also have DC Universe, which I believe is still around. That's like a free to play, MMO game. And then they also have Injustice, the fighting game system. So they basically cover a whole variety. Marvel only covers the fight game aspect for the free to play on mobile devices with Contest of Champions. So wouldn't it just be better to just have a fighting game with all Marvel characters? Like they've done it with Marvel versus Capcom, like we've seen in that aspect. Why not just do like a whole game for some Marvel characters? You get Iron Man, Spider Man, Captain America, Thanos as the villain, Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange, Thor. What's so hard about that?
I mean, I think
And
they
why
can
haven't
do.
we seen it yet?
I don't know. I feel like they reinvent their characters so much to where it's like, oh, you're leaving something out. This is what I've seen before. I mean, of course, people know their powers, but it's like I feel like the reinvention of each character in all these Marvel movies, really all the superhero movies, like they're always being reinvented. And if you're going back to the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and you see the new Spider-Man with all these gadgets from the Iron Man suit, it's like there's too many variations to keep up with. So you're gonna get a Spider-Man that doesn't have all the things that the Spider-Man you're expecting to have.
Mm-hmm.
You got the webs coming out there out of Tobey Maguire's skin rather than having the gadgets that are coming out of Tom Holland's Spider-Man. So there's a lot of different variations. Of course, there's different skins that you can choose in a video game, but I don't know. I feel like they just.
But also, that's kind of like where the loot boxes come in at, because that's something that Mortal Kombat and Injustice does very well. Like basically, let's say it's kind of like rewards for like playing the game, so to speak. Like you can get like loot boxes like new armor or something like equal to your character. That way, you can basically get like the armored Spider-Man, or the Iron Spider-Man suit, something like that. You know what I mean? So that's another way of going about it.
Mm-hmm.
But we shall see. But overall, like I can understand why they lost a lot of money, because they lost a lot of faith in the customer base when they first released a trailer for Avengers. Because I knew, and it's unfortunate, but I knew once Kamala Khan was a centerpiece of the story, I already knew the game wasn't gonna do well. Cause okay, well they're trying they're making this like an agenda based type of game, so to speak. Which ain't nothing wrong with that. Like do whatever you want with your property, but for the first Avengers game, that's something that I don't think people wanted. For the first game, especially considering the fact that we have yet to really see Kamala Khan in the MCU. So why are you gonna make your first video game? You're gonna send around a character that we're kind of like unfamiliar with, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So I already knew they was fucked from there. When they did that. But speaking of fucked, let's get into our Xbox Game Pass May releases, and
that transition was wild.
The transition boss.
Because for my Microsoft people, man, it's not looking too good for us in terms of like games for this month, man. It's really not. Like Isaiah said, he's waiting for the new games. I'm basically waiting on games worth downloading on this shit. Like of course I love my shit for the free, but I wouldn't be caught dead putting most of the shit wasting hard drive space on this. I'm just sorry. You got for the month of May, we got Loot River, which was released May 3rd. We have Trek to Yomi, which was released today on Cinco de Mayo. Hope everybody's getting lit out there. Shout out to y'all. Even though by the time the episode airs, Cinco de Mayo will not be a thing anymore, but hope you getting lit, eating tacos and all that good shit. Shout out to my Latinos out there, my Mexicans. You also got Citizen Sleeper, also released on Cinco de Mayo. You got Danga. I'm never gonna pronounce this shit, but it released Danga. I gotta be a journalist. Fuck it. Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair Anniversary Edition.
Danganronpa. I figured that's what you were trying to say.
Thank you, bro. That releases on May 10th. You also got a Yuden Chronicle Rising, also released on May 10th. You got This War Is Mine Final Cut, released in May 10th. You got NHL 22, released in May 12th on Game Pass. It's already out there, but if you want to play for the free because you're not like a hockey fan or anything like that, and plus you got the Stanley Cup playoffs right now, you can basically download that on May 12th. May 24th, we got Floppy Nights, and we got Hard Space Shipbreaker, also released on May 24th. We got Sniper Elite 5, released on May 26th. And on May 27th, to round up the month of May, We got Pac-Man Museum Plus, released on May 27th. So as you can see, fellas, ain't really that much out there for us.
Sniper Elite 5 is straight. I can see that one being good.
I
I
have
think
played.
that's the thing with Pac-Man at least, because I think what actually in gaming news, I want to say I just recently heard that Miss Pac-Man entered I think the Hall of Fame, like one of those like the World Hall of Fame for like video games and stuff like that. Yeah, Miss Pac-Man was just introduced into it, so maybe
Oh,
that could be why Pac-Man is like hyped up right now.
I think you about to say that Miss Pac-Man got started Hollywood Walk of Fame for a second.
I imagine.
It would shock me because like this is unrelated. If Ashanti got a star, then why not give Pac-Man Miss Pac-Man a star? Pac-Man Miss Pac-Man. No disrespect to Ashanti and her fans out there, but Pac-Man Miss Pac-Man did more for than Ashanti. I'm sorry.
Oh, baby.
I was just about to do it. You beat me to it. Yeah.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. There was a Pac-Man game that was on the PS4, or it might have been the PS3 a while back, and that shit was fun. Like I didn't think I would like Pac-Man that much again, but I don't know. It was like it was super vibrant and like the screen would like pulsate. It was trippy as fuck, honestly. But it was dope. Like I was stuck on that game for a minute. We played that junk a lot in college, bro. Everybody, all my roommates played it. A girl at the time played it. Like it was fun, bro. Like we was all hooked. So it could be worth playing.
Could be.
I mean, that's gonna be the one I'm gonna download, because I'm familiar with the character, obviously, So I like Pac-Man. I like Pac-Man, but it's hard out here for us Xbox gamers, man. We ain't really got much to play. We really don't. But on the PlayStation side of things, in regards to PlayStation Plus games for the month of May, you got FIFA 22.
Yeah.
You got Trials of Midgard, and you got Curse of the Dead God. So those are your releases for May on the PlayStation side of things. But this month of May will actually be like the last month of PlayStation Plus in this current entity because beginning in June, look at this transition. Another smooth transition, fellas. Beginning in June, on June 13th, PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now will be combined together, so as one subscription service. Now, Isaiah, Shawn, do you guys know what that entails for the new PlayStation Plus?
Enlighten us, sir.
Okay. PlayStation Plus, well, the new PlayStation Plus, I should say, will basically be referred to as PlayStation Plus Essential. Well, that's one of the three tiers of PlayStation Plus. Basically, with PlayStation Plus Essential, it's going to enhance your PlayStation experience to the core. The features include online multiplayer, access to two PS4 one PS5 games to download per month, and exclusive discounts and more. Now, in regard to the price, do anybody know how much it costs?
You're not. But I'm
Okay, $10 per month if you do monthly, $25 every 3 months, and for the 12-month service, $60. Sound like a good deal, right? So that's basically the current. It's kind of like similar to the current model, but there's some more benefits to this. Okay, we also got the tier 2 PlayStation Plus Extra. Basically, with PlayStation Plus Extra, it basically allow you to enjoy all the benefits of PlayStation Plus Essentials. Plus, you'll be able to enjoy a world of incredible gaming experience with the game catalog featuring hundreds of downloadable PS4 and PS5 games. So you basically have access to a wider variety of the PlayStation what's the word I'm looking for here?
catalog.
The place catalog. There you go. Thank you, brother.
Gotcha.
You guys are helping me out. I appreciate y'all. So instead of getting like 2 or 3 games to download per month, now you have hundreds of games to download per month. Now, in regards to the pricing, what's the pricing you may ask? Well, I got you, fellas. $15 per month for 1 month each. Basically, we charge 1 month, $15 per month, right? 3 months, $39.99, so that's $40, and for the whole year, $100. Sound like a good deal, right?
Yeah.
But wait, it gets better because we got the final tier, PlayStation Plus Premium, which gives you all the benefits of the first 2 tiers. Plus, you basically get to enjoy the classic PlayStation games for the catalog, as well as cloud streaming. So you get to play hundreds and thousands. Well, let's not say thousands now. You get to play hundreds of games from each catalog without having to wait to download the game. So basically, if you have a stable internet connection, you basically get to stream your favorite PlayStation game for the PS4, the PS5. Well, I should say the PS5 first. For the PS5, the PS4, the PS3, and the PS2. Who
Hmm.
knows? Maybe soon the PS1. Now, in regards to the cost, how much is that going to cost you? $18 per month. For every 3 months, $50. And for the whole year, $120.
Hmm.
So, fellas, because you guys are the Sony ponies here, how do you guys feel about this new PlayStation Plus subscription service? Well, the new reimagined model of PlayStation Plus. Is this something that you would consider adding, towards your current subscription, other subscription service like Netflix, or the case may be, or you rather just, what, I see a game I like, I'll just play because I know what I like, I'll buy it, and just leave it at that. Would you be interested in trying out these hundreds of titles, basically, at the cover of just at the most $120 for a year of you get to play hundreds of games? Like, why not? So you guys thinking?
$10 a month, $120 for a year. That adds up pretty good. I ain't gonna lie.
Especially considering what you guys said, you basically play new games as soon as they release.
I'm actually with it because I'm trying to think. Like, there's probably a lot of games that I missed over the years.
It's like I
And
can immediately think of like a few of the, I guess, the back catalog kind of games that I would look into. Like I know at one point I remember trying to go back and maybe do, I don't know, for some reason I had like a love of like Ultimate Spider-Man. Like I know it's probably not the best game, but I think like the animation and the way that everything looked, like it kind of had my attention for a while. So I wanted to play Ultimate Spider-Man.
mhm.
And then I was very much a very heavy Sly Cooper fan, so that seems like I'd probably be able to get access to that. So yeah, it doesn't seem like the worst. Like it seems very beneficial.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not bad at all. Just imagine basically play all the Uncharted, all the God of Wars, all the Mass Effects. Well, Mass Effect is not really Sony exclusive, so
Mhm.
never mind. Um, all the whole Bloodborne series. You basically get to play all these games for just at the most $120 for a full year. And if you wanted to just do like per month, I say to me the best option is basically to go with the premium.
Mhm.
Because basically like for $10 a month, you basically get everything that you currently have right now. Like okay, you get to download up to 3 games per month, whatever the case may be. But for the premium, not only do you get to download those games, you get access to hundreds. So basically, you get access to all the hundreds of other PlayStation Plus games that you might miss getting a chance to download. You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
plus was already available at the PlayStation Now library, so you get all of that plus the classics. You get to stream it, download it. Like I think it's a great deal. Now, how does it compare to Game Pass? I'll say it's quite similar. It's quite similar. Only thing is that with Game Pass, what I know for certain, and what I mentioned earlier, if I'm wrong, somebody correct me. With Game Pass, not only do you get to screen to your console and screen to your PCs, but you also get to screen to your phones. I'm not sure if the PlayStation Plus will currently able to do that,
Mhm.
but I'm not certain it should get there eventually. It should get there eventually. And also it depends on the lineup of games, because although Game Pass has some pretty good games in the library, especially when you consider the fact that EA plays also a part of it as well, so that gives like an extra boost. But I think PlayStation Plus might have it beat because you basically get all the God of Wars, like I said, all the Call of Duty, not all Call of Duty, the Uncharted and all that. So it's a
Mhm.
good deal. I think it's a good deal. And not to mention another benefit is that you get to play game trials as well. So for all my sports fans out there and my sports gamers, you think of EA Play basically give you like up to 10 hours to try out Madden, FIFA, UFC, NHL, whatever, whatever game out there, even like the shooting games like Battlefield. Basically it's up to 10 hours to play those games before you download it. With
Mhm.
PlayStation Plus Premium, you basically be able to scream God of War Ragnarok for up to 10 hours to decide whether or not you want to buy it or not. Now think about it, you basically bought a lot of games. Have you finished all the games that you bought over the past year?
Hell no.
Exactly.
I'm ashamed of myself.
Do you enjoy all the games that you bought over the past year?
It's like I enjoy them, and then I get burnt out real quick, and then I hop on an online game or a multiplayer game, and I get stuck on that, and then I just never go back. I'm like, I gotta get my shooting right in this game, so now I gotta play this game forever, and then I never hop back on that game.
Now remind us of that game with the guy that you play like it's like a kung fu game. You're fighting it with the when
Seafood,
you so what's the game?
seafood.
Sifu. Now imagine if this subscription model was in place before you bought that game. You basically could have tried out for like let's say 10 free trial hours. You basically decide, you know what? After that 10 free trials, I don't know whether I want to buy this game or not.
Right?
Now, do you regret buying that game?
Not at all. No, it's good.
Fuck,
Just have to beat it.
why you didn't say
It wasn't
yeah?
good enough.
It's fucked up my point.
Sorry, that one was actually a good game.
Was he supposed to disagree? That wasn't in the script.
I'm sorry. It's the gamer in me. I don't make bad choices. But I will say there are some games out there where I was like, man, what the fuck? Like Thief. There's a game called Thief on the PS4. If I would have played that before I bought it, oh bro, I would have been like, nah, this ain't it. You're literally a thief, but you steal spoons and knives. Like, bro, what the fuck? I'm not going in here to steal your goddamn silverware.
So you basically a crackhead.
Yeah. Hell yeah, you're a crackhead.
That's what crackheads do.
Sponsored by your local trap house.
Steal the shampoos and the soaps and shit. Come up in the barbershop like, yo, I got the 2 for $10.
A whole silverware set, man. Get some for your whole family, bruh. So yeah, that was one of the first PS4 games that came out with the PS4. And yeah, if I would have known about that, if I would have had that trial phase, yeah, I would have definitely tried, knew I didn't want it, and then wouldn't have spent $50 on that. Yeah. $60 actually.
Yeah, I think it's a good service, honestly. Like you gotta need to catch up to Game Pass because Game Pass they have everything on lock, so to speak. You know, because everybody else about like Xbox don't really have no games like that. It didn't really launch with no games, but it launched with Game Pass, and the value of Game Pass has been truly evident to the point that Nintendo also has their own. I believe they have like what Nintendo Plus something like that, where basically you get to like play classic Nintendo games from like even from the N64 library now, if I'm not mistaken. So now Nintendo's adopted it. Now PlayStation's adopting it. But PlayStation has the best catalog out of any of the console, parties out there like Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft. Like Sony has it on lock, with this God of War and Uncharted alone. Not to mention The Last of Us. That's another big one, So just imagine for somebody that's new to the PlayStation ecosystem to basically have the option to try out all these classics, ranging from like the PS2 all the way up to now. So it's not bad. It's not bad. So I think it's definitely worth it. And I love the fact that it's also keeping those that's still on the last gen, like the PS4, because let's be honest, PS5 is still hard to get out here. And you want one, you basically gotta pay double the actual retail cost. What the fuck? I can't get my words out right now. I'm not even high. Like, what's going on? But it's like, you basically have to go through hoops just to get a next gen system. But I love the fact how, with the with Sony, like they're still making it possible for PS4 gamers to enjoy, their system by giving them new features. Because this is not just an exclusive feature like a subscription service. This is also something for like those that still have the PS4s. Those that want to get back into the PS3 games, PS2 games. So, because these are not backwards compatible systems. So now, hopefully, your favorite games, the games that you played growing up, you'll basically be able to play through the subscription model. Which is, I guess you could kind of say is bullshit, but hey, like we live in a capitalist society, so it is.
You can't go back.
That's exactly. It is what it is, right? Yeah. But yeah, that's just about it in regards to gaming news. So, fellas, let's close off with this. So, are there any games that we could be looking forward to playing this weekend?
If FIFA comes out this month, I'm about to have to try FIFA. My boy's been trying to get me on that for a minute.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, I need to see what's up with that.
I love FIFA. What about you, Shawn?
So I want to say probably like this weekend in particular, there is a game that I'm kind of like waiting for because it has my attention. There's this game coming out called The Quarry. if any of y'all have heard about it. It's basically like it would be the official kind of almost like sequel, but not a sequel to that game Until Dawn that I usually talk about on when I was like on here, which is kind of like a story based horror movie type of game where you basically like choose the actions of like the characters and try to get them to survive the entire story throughout whatever. I think it's supposed to be coming out either by the end of this month or somewhere next month, but I'm definitely looking forward to that for like my next outing with friends and everything, to have something to play with a big group and see how that plays out, and possibly get Ladale to play on the system so that we can see how long he gets through.
I mean,
How
I
did
ain't,
you do?
I ain't do too bad with Back for Blood the last time around. I ain't do
Bro,
too
Yeah.
bad.
man.
I ain't do too bad. I ain't do too bad. So we'll see. We'll see. In regards to me, like I said, I'm in sports game mode, so I'm gonna continue to play 2K, NBA 2K. I might even play Resident Evil Village.
That's
I,
actually pretty good, bro. It's pretty
I
good.
might do it. I
Oh.
might do it. I'm highly considering it. I just might do it.
It's not really scary either, bro. It's really not that scary.
Bro, the fetus baby.
I mean, you got to get there first.
But that shit,
There, bro. And I've been playing it.
that shit is scary, bro.
I tried to hop back into it, and I'm stuck in a certain part, and I can't get by.
You can't get
I
by
just
it.
have to YouTube it.
Actually, I think there's this game out that came out recently called Ghostwire Tokyo. I was looking up like a bunch of like videos and stuff about it, but it looks like the storyline looks kind of interesting. I'm still also very much one of those people who doesn't play horror games as often, but like it looked interesting enough that like it had my attention. I might look into it.
Yeah.
You said it's called Ghostwire Tokyo?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
sounds like
the graphics are pretty good in that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I might fuck with that.
Trek to Yomi looks good. Trek to Yomi, it's like a samurai game. So after playing Ghost of Tsushima, like that samurai game was pretty legit. It's like a 2D type thing, so it's like a side scroller.
It Ghost of Tsushima. That's another game that you can play on PlayStation Plus now going forward. So
yeah, that junk's fire.
So many options, man. So many options. But in regards to what's next for the gaming chat, because actually this was our first episode back in 2 months. Some might call it a train wreck. Some might call this is just the fellas being the fellas, but we're not IGN or Game Vote and all that, so you want that professionalism, you go over there. But you want, that good old fashioned ghetto gaming talk, you come right here with your boys at the gaming chair,
You want three dudes in a room who keep it real.
Exactly.
You see if the game is ass or not.
Yeah. And basically acknowledge the fuck ups. So this is basically unedited, so you just acknowledge the fuck ups that all right, we're your guys. But in regards to like our schedule, as we try to be consistent with the first and the last, let's just say Friday. Although we record on Thursday, we post these on the Friday. The first and last Fridays of the month, we give you the Roundtable Podcast. We talk about gaming news, games that we might have played or we might not have played, but you know what? We all go keep it real, be transparent about that. So that's gonna be the first and the last Friday each month. In the weeks between, we typically stream on Twitch, but we're gonna continue to do that. But also want to add YouTube into that because that's also our biggest audience. So why not give our biggest audience that type of content as well? So for beginning next week, next Thursday, we will be streaming live on Twitch and YouTube. Now, what games? That's up to you guys. You guys out there at YouTube land. So you guys let us know what you want to play. But also, fellas, just in case, I want to select a game that we do not want to play. Because we had the option of whether or not we want to play it or not, So we're not gonna be one of those like gonna say, "Oh, we're gonna leave it up to you." Then we're gonna let you decide. Like, nah, if I don't want to play that shit, I ain't gonna play that shit. But that don't mean that you shouldn't vote those. Like we appreciate your votes, but we all know, live in America, that your vote don't really count for shit.
Yeah. The transition.
Like I said, we keep it real on this podcast. But fellas, like, what games would you guys be interested in playing next week?
I've been playing Horizon Zero Dawn lately too.
How's that going?
That game is fun. I'm not gonna lie, it's fun. It's long, but there's a lot to do in that game.
Horizon Zero Dawn or Horizon Forbidden West?
Oh yeah, Forbidden West. I'm tripping.
Mhm.
You know, man, I gotta keep it OG over here. Call it what it's really called. Nah, Horizon Forbidden West is really good. Um, I don't know
We actually,
what else games I'm gonna hop back into, but that's one of them for sure.
I mean, we actually screened that, but we didn't get a chance to save the recording. That was a new move on my part, but all right, now we know what to do. You basically got to save the screen after be within 24 hours, otherwise it's gonna delete itself.
Dang.
Yeah, so we got it now.
Was
What
that how
about you? Yeah, that's
that
how it works on Twitch. That works on Twitch.
makes so much sense. I felt like the one of the few times that like I took over, I decided to like just stream on my page to like, have stuff up or whatever to like direct more attention towards us. I realized my page was like completely empty. And I was just like, I'm pretty sure I did something.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, like you gotta literally save the recording, otherwise it's gonna just delete itself after 24 hours.
Dang. What is this? Snapchat?
Basically.
Wow.
But what about you, Shawn? What do you suggest?
I'm not sure actually. Like it's been a while trying to get back into the swing of things and try to figure out, I guess, what games are like, up and stuff like that. Honestly, I might like there are some other games that are in the same energy of like the Until Dawn series and stuff like that. Like I think the name of it is like kind of like what is the name of those games? It's like there's like three games that came out and they're under like this one name, but they basically have the same premise of like you choose the characters, directions, and like responses to stuff like that, and like it'll kind of like play out the story that way. So I'll say like one of those maybe would be interesting to see
I
how
know
like
what
we
you're
come
talking about.
together and kind of choose. You know, I'd say we get more audience members. They can help us choose. We make a decision based off what they say. We completely ignore them. We make our own decisions. Fun stuff
Yeah, yeah, like
like
I said, you're free to vote. You're
that.
free to vote. But what like America has taught us, your vote does not always count. It just is what it is. Not to get political, but it just is what it is, you know?
Not saying we're not gonna listen to you. We just
Yeah,
might not do what you say.
yeah. Yeah, I know. Look at Joe Biden. Sleepy
You
Joe.
know what?
He's hitting everybody.
No, let me chill. Let me chill. Everybody get a smoke, you know.
Everybody get.
Climbing up the chimney, I want all the smoke. Let me stop. But all right, fellas, let everybody know where they can find you guys on social media or like it. No, I know, Shawn, you said you taking a break, but it's unfortunate because you've been killing it on TikTok lately, bro.
Okay, I'm still on TikTok. I'll say
Oh,
I
good.
haven't done anything on TikTok in a minute. I'm kind of like I said, life and figuring out the thing out. But I do have genuine fun on TikTok, so you can follow me at Black Dawn on TikTok right now. That'll probably be trying to come up with more stuff and skits and actual original material to actually put up there soon because I got plenty of time to do it now. So
Yeah.
And for those of you guys that's listening to us on audio platform, that's Black Dawn, Black with a Q, not a CK. So there we go. What about you, Ledoux? Let them know what to do.
Man, it's Isaiah. He can find me at Lidu times two. Uh Shoot, I haven't really been posting a lot either on there either. I keep it strictly video games, so catch me on PS Network, the PSN at Deuce Deuce 6.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As for me, the Delta Fashionista, I haven't really been posting that much either. That's because I ran out of art to capture. 'Cause I basically capture just about everything that there is in the Bronx. Shit.
There's some dope art out there too.
Yeah, so I gotta go to some new boroughs and shit. So I will be doing that, and also gonna be creating the social media platform for my company, Ground Media Productions. So they be the logo, the trailer for the first show that we've done so far, and all that good shit. And also, Tuck Fashion Week is coming back soon, so we're in the process of getting that up and running. Tuck's to Isaiah Lou, we planning that.
You know,
Obviously, we gotta have our boy Isaiah be a part of that. When the time comes. So
gotcha.
yeah, so a lot of good things ahead. A lot of good things ahead under the Tuck umbrella. But on another note, speaking of the free, I'm gonna end the podcast by saying this. Chopped cheese is a staple here in New York City. Where you say, Shawn? A chopped cheese and a Long Island iced tea.
the chopped cheese on Long Island. Oh, hell yes.
So I say this to say that if anybody has an EBT card out there in New York City that you can spare, so I could get some breakfast next week, holla at your boy. Send me your card details, and I'll be sure to pay you on. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, hope that you enjoyed this week's edition of the Game Channel. Like I said, we give it to you raw and uncut. And you want to hear us talk about anything outside of gaming, let us know in the comment section down below as well. We have some great conversations before we hit that record button that's not related to gaming. Something that I'm sure that you'll love to see, something that we cannot share due to our outside relationships and stuff like that. And they just going pretty good in our lives, and we don't want to fuck that up.
Snitch, you are a snitch, bro. I'm not a part of any of those conversations.
No. I bet you talk like in terms of like, well, fuck, I can't say at this point.
If you want to see a new series called The Chair, where we just talk whatever shit that we want to talk, tell us in the comments below.
Yeah. That's basically what I'll say.
Shit.
That's basically what I'll say, because we can't jeopardize our chances of making money in our other respective endeavors out here. So that's what I was getting at. But I'm very serious about that EBC card. So send me your EB card number details so I can get a chopped cheese. I see them on because I'm tired of paying out of my own pocket. And Uber Eats is kicking my ass, so I need some free food. So holla at me, and Meal on Wheels. If you guys want to sponsor us, we'd be happy to do that as well. I have my old grandmother, so she'll take your meals as well. So I almost like be the one eating them, but y'all won't know. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the podcast now at this point, because I don't want to say too much stuff to get us in trouble and all that. So, hope that you guys enjoyed this week's edition of the Game and Chair podcast. I don't know where that rant came from, but it was on my heart to say, God speaks to me sometimes.
It's the
But
same,
you enjoyed.
same place that the Kevin Samuel comments came from earlier.
Oh yeah, that was a mistake. But rest in peace to Kevin Samuel and all those that knew and love him best. And yeah, let's just continue to be high value men in his honor. So, and Hail Hydra. Yeah.